Hey everybody, Mike here. So I wanted to do a quick review tonight on this Dewalt saw that I just picked up. This is the Dewalt 60 volt lineup and it's model number DCS578. Now if you get this as a bare tool, that last letter will be a B. So I chose to get this as a kit, so it came with one battery, the charger, and a contractor bag. The last two digits on this will be X1 instead. Now I never personally owned anything from the 60 volt lineup until now. I just picked this up a couple weeks ago. It's something that's been on my wish list for a long time. I just hadn't pulled the trigger till just recently. And the reason for that is I've actually been using this saw right here for the longest time. It's the last living 18 volt tool that I've got in my lineup. Actually, I had to purchase an adapter. My 18 volt batteries have been long gone, so I went ahead and went to an adapter with this 20 volt. And this has been getting me down the road for quite some time. It's always lacked the power that I wanted it to have. When I first originally purchased this, it was because I still had a corded circular saw. That thing bit the dust a long time ago, and I just really didn't want to go with the corded lineup. I didn't want to make the investment quite yet on something like this until now. This saw here was doing the job just fine until I got into some of that heavier wet treated stuff, and it's just really starting to struggle. I was missing that extra blade depth, this being the 7¼ inch blade versus this one here that has a smaller blade on it. I've probably got about 100 cuts on this thing so far just in the last couple of weeks, more or less just testing it out, trying some things, had a couple small projects around the house that I've done. I can immediately tell the difference in power between this and something like I just showed you. In fact, the Dewalt's website, they even mentioned the earlier model of this before this one came out. I think it was DCS578B maybe. This one's got like up to 47% more power than that model did even. This thing's packing a punch when it comes to the cutting power that this thing provides. Now when you get the X1 kit, it comes with the newer charger. This is the new style charger. This hasn't been out very long. It's the 6 amp hour charger. It'll charge your 20 volt and your 60 volt batteries. It's gonna be a really nice addition to my shop. It's gonna help me get this battery charged up a little quicker than my other chargers. Although I still can charge this on my old chargers as well. It just takes a little longer because it doesn't have that 6 amp capability. Now in the kit came this battery here. This is a 9 amp hour battery. It's one of the bigger batteries that Dewalt has to offer. I do believe they go up to like a 12 amp hour as well. Those are a pretty pricey battery. Not sure I'll ever end up with one of those in my shop. But this 9 amp hour is a welcomed addition as well. Really glad I've got this going. In terms of the weight on this thing, it is just a tad heavier than what I just showed you here, this 18 volt with a 20 volt battery adapter on it. So this one being just a touch heavier, I kind of expected it because this battery alone is, you know, pushing a couple pounds easily. Now, as far as the features on this saw go, pretty much all your circular saws always have the bevel cut, and then you got the saw depth adjustment as well. This was really no different. So on the back here, you got this lever that adjusts your plate up and down, so you can adjust the depth of cut. It's just a quick lock feature like so, and that's locked back in. And then on the front here, you got this lever here as well. Now this does have the positive stops, so when you run this through, you can lock that every 22.5 degrees down where you want it to be, or you've got that infinite adjustment as well. On the front of this thing's also got a built-in light. I thought that was pretty neat. I'm sure saws have probably had those for a couple years now. It's been a long time since I bought a saw, and that's always something I kind of wished I had, especially those late hours of the evening trying to get work done. That light really does kind of help make that cut line visible on the wood when you're in those little bit darker environments. Also comes with a rafter hook on the top. Not something I think I'm going to use a lot. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I don't do a lot of the framing type projects that some of you guys might do in the carpentry world. That is nonetheless still there if you feel that's a necessity. And then as far as your blade changes go, thought this was really neat as well. On the back here, you've got this wrench stored in the back, tucked in out of the way. You got your lock right here up on top. You can get that thing set up, locked, put your wrench in there. Pop your arbor bolt off, you're off to the races, getting that blade changed in minutes. In fact, I went ahead and took that blade off and on just to test it. It's about the easiest I think I've come across on a saw, getting that thing off and on. And of course, so you can hear this thing run real quick. Let me get that battery popped on. When you get this blade going, the nice thing about this as well is it's got a built-in brake. So when you get this thing revved up, RPM, the minute you shut that blade off, it pretty much just stops immediately. Super cool feature. But just in the last couple of weeks, like I said, I haven't owned this very long, but I've made probably close to 100 cuts now if I had to guess. This thing's packing a ton of power. I've cut several different pieces of treated lumber now. I'm in the middle of the greenhouse build, so getting some wood thrown up on that thing. And this thing's just gliding through it like butter. Way less effort than my last saw. Super happy, super pumped, ready to get this thing put to work, see what this thing's really capable of. Hopefully this review is somewhat helpful for you today. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. We'll catch you guys on the next one.